Hello everyone. My name is Rose, and on behalf of Polaris, I would like to thank you all for taking your time and joining us today. We are back with yet another webinar today. I am super excited to introduce Sakshi Kumar. She's a valuable team member of Polaris. She's an RCI certified speech language pathologist and audiologist, and today she will share us a guide, especially for parents, on AAC systems and how we can incorporate that in our daily lives. So, without further ado, over to you, Sakshi.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. As introduced, myself, I'm Sakshi Kumar. I'm a speech and language pathologist. I've been working in this field over 5 years, and I'm very much keen interested to engage our neurodevelopmental disorder children and other disability children uh, to work and to communicate better in their functional communication life. So, as the Polaris motive is the same to engage these children uh, in their daily life. So that's how we met, and we are on the same platform today. So, yeah. So, today we'll be discussing more on the AAC. That's the uh, major tool that we use with the children with autism and other children who are nonverbal or are not able to communicate in their lives. So, to begin with, I'll share my screen with you all. Yes. So, the topic for today we'll be discussing is the AAC systems and implementation in the build of building functional communication for the daily life. As we know that the communication is the essence of the human life. This is how we communicate, by writing, by speaking, by actions. So there are different methods how we communicate. So for children who are non-verbal or autistic or cerebral palsy or any other developmental disorders, like they should also have some means to communicate their language, to communicate their thoughts, their feelings. So today we are here to discuss on that tool. So one of the tool is the AAC. So beginning with it, we'll describe the term AAC. C, as we can see, is termed as the communication, and the first A is the augmentative. Augmentative means adding to the speech. Like today, I'm here, I'm talking verbally also, but to add on to my speech, I have my PPT slides with me. That is enhancing my speech. That is adding to my speech. That is the augmentative. So the children who are non-verbal or autistic can use picture cards with them along with their speech. So, for example, a child is have a speech disorder, like sounds are not clear. For example, for banana, the child says banana. So if he comes to you and says, "Mom, give me banana," so you're not able to understand much better. But if the child gives you a picture card of banana along with saying banana, so it's more clarity. It gives more clarity to the child's speech. So that is the augmentative. Alternative is replacing the speech. There's a child with a non-verbal, like he doesn't have any sounds or speech. So the picture cards or the AAC tool becomes its primary mode of communication in his life. That is the alternative method of communication. So, further going, we'll discuss the types of AAC. So there are two types of AAC. First is the low technology, and second is the high technology. Low technology mainly, as the term says, it's like there are no batteries are needed. It's generally the paper and the picture cards placed on it. So it's waterproof. You can laminate it and use it anywhere you want in while going to swimming pool, while going to playground. It's very easy to carry it. For example, there's a famous or a mainly used low tech device is the PEX. So here I'll show you. This is the PEX tool. So see, I've made a PEX system with me. This is a communication book. We have a general greetings. Hi, goodbye, thank you, yes, no symbols. And then we have the feelings column, like I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I'm hungry. And then we can paste the daily routine, like you to bedtime, breakfast time, lunchtime, and you need to go to washroom. The child can pick the card and communicate better. Eatables. So in the communication book, you can give varied number of pictures to the child of his use. See the colors, the shapes, and then we can give the a page for the places he visits, like the school, the playground, and then we can have the miscellaneous things like the pencils, the colors, the school bus, the car. These this is the kind of a low tech tool. So this is Apex communication book. We'll discuss it later on this more. So this is kind of a book for the low tech. So coming to the high tech is a device which gives us verbal output. For example, nowadays we have AI feature in our mobile phones or in our laptops, in our iPads. So that is also a kind of a high tech device. So for autistic children, for non-verbal children, there are varied number of softwares now which provide with these picture cards tools, that Avaz or Jello or other speech generating devices are there which are pre-installed or you can install in your tablets or in your iPads. I'll show you one Avaz Indian tool. See, this is Avaz screen that you can see. So there are really number of this is installed in the tablet. So there's this is a software where you can have varied number of symbols like for do, for to, that, me, and the language option is also there. Other languages you want to use, English, Hindi, other see categories are there, body categories, feel categories, how are you feeling. So there are number of feelings are there. See, so this is a high tech tool which can be used. So there, these were the two types of AAC that I discussed. Now coming up, the question, why AAC? Like I've taken this topic, I'm discussing AAC, but why AAC? Like if a child is not communicating, so we can go to a gestural symbols or sign language. Why are we talking about AAC? Because there is a common myth among parents or among other society people, like with pictures the speech output is not enhanced, it just hinders, it just blocks the verbal output. The child will only use the picture symbols only, it will not, he will not try to interact more, but it's not true. As supported by the research as well, the AC not only uh, hinders, but it supports, it enhances the speech development. For example, I give you the example as a parent or as a human being, you go to a movie hall, you sit over there, and then instead of a visual picture, you see the dialogues written over it. Only the written dialogues are there. No visualization or picture visualization. So, which one is more engaging to you? The dialogue thing or the proper visual with the dialogues thing? Which is more engaging to you? If you could just interact and tell me that which suits you, which gives you more better image in your brain, the dialogue part written on the movie hall or the pictorial part. Are you there with me?
Yes. So definitely it probably depends on person, but personally for me it would be pictorial.
Yeah, because the picture just registers in your mind, registers in your brain. Yeah, that
Hmm.
scene, yes, that gives more
Absolutely.
clarity. Yes. So similarly with a child, like if you give a child is sitting, there's an autistic child, he's sitting, he's busy in his own world, because as maximum childs we see, we know that autistic child are involved mainly on their own world. They're playing with their toys, they're playing with their blocks or cars, they're not interested in talking to you. So when you sit with your child, you just say car, he won't listen to you. He won't just give attention to you even. But instead, you take a car picture and just prompt a verbal output like car goes beep 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 beep. Child might look at your face. He might be interested in what you are doing it, and then he says to you, and then you take a similar kind of a blue toy car with you, and then prompt it. Car goes beep 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 beep. So the picture card supports the speech development. It just not hinders it, and then it also reduces the frustration. Like uh, there's a baby, newborn baby, he cries, the mother gives a milk because he's crying. So the notion is he's crying, we'll give her milk, he'll just stop it. Then later the child grows, again the child cries, we have that, okay, it's meal time, I'll give the food. Okay, he stops it. But later again, after 2 hours, after 3 hours, the child again starts crying. So it's not like always he's crying for food. So what doing this again and again, the child just spits the food out or just throws the spoon. So starts developing behaviors, throwing, spitting, not liking it, getting irritated. So because the child must be crying because of pain, because of irritation, because he wants to change the clothes, anything can be there. So if we give the child the cards, like if I give explain the child about the feeling cards, the child can just give the card to me like, oh, I'm tired, I want to sleep. So that is more easier to communicate. So if we give the picture cards, the AEC tool to the autistic child or non-verbal child, so if he starts using it in his daily routine, in daily activities, so it automatically improves his daily functioning along with builds the social communication. Now coming up, so far we have discussed about AEC, why AEC. Now coming up to the how to use it. Look, like I have discussed two types of AC with you, low technology and high technology. Now, coming up, which one to use? Should we use the low tech or should we use the high tech or either way? Well, no, we need to balance the both because low tech is mainly the picture cards on the paper display. So it can be used at home or you're going to playground or you're going to swimming pool because it won't get destroyed rather than the device, because if the water spreads it get destroyed. So you can go with low tech at these places, and high tech device you can take it at school or wherever you're going with your family. The child can carry the high tech device, but if the device gets destroyed or damaged or there's no electricity, no charging, so the child might feel helpless. So for that you should always carry the low tech also with you. So you need to balance the both. The low tech is used mainly as a backup for the high tech, and high tech is mainly the device which can be used anywhere wherever you're going, because it has n number of pictures. As I had shown, there are n number of pictures for expanding the language of the child. So or you can just, if because high tech devices are somewhat, if you buy the softwares or apps, they're somewhat expensive. So if you can't have it, so you can just incorporate those pictures in your low tech device, because a child, you don't want your a child to feel helpless over it. So you just take the pictures from the teachers and get it photographed and keep it in your LaTeX device. Now coming up to the strategy, like I've told you that you can have the low tech and high tech both, and you need to balance it. To how to begin with it, that is the main thing. How can as a parent, it is a question, how can I engage my parent to learn the picture symbol cards or picture cards and communicate with me? So it's too easy to start with the core words. Core words are power words, like the action words, the verbs, the pronouns like me, go, up. Because as we communicate, we use these words only. Like child starts to say, "Mommy, come," "Daddy, come," "Mommy, sit," "Daddy, sit," "Mommy, go," "Let's go." So these are the words that are mainly used in our vocabulary. Like go is used to, like with a child in a park, you say let's go, or ready steady go, or you're going somewhere, you're driving it, oh daddy go. So go is a main word. So like this, there are stop, help, more, there are power words that are used mainly in our language. So you need to start with those power words. So power words are verbs, pronouns, are action words. So you need to incorporate those first. Then you need to start with the nouns, and they're mainly they're used in the high tech, like the pizza term. You want not only pizza term every time, you only use it while having lunch or dinner. You just ask it, you want pizza today for dinner. So this is a least used term, or term that is used for a specific time period. But power words are used maximum of the time in your language. You need to start with those words. And then the method is mainly just the modeling as in the imitation. As I'll just show you. And a child wants a cookie. So I have, you can see the screen. Yeah. So I have a child wants cookie. So you just not only say cookie, you just point it and say you just point it and say cookie. So you're pointing it and saying it simultaneously. That is, this is point and speak cookie. To model it every time. Every time you're giving something or child wants something, you take the picture card, you just point, speak, and then give the real thing to the child. So that is the main concept. That is the method how to teach the AAC tool to the child. Coming up now, we have discussed everything about AEC, how to use it, when to use it, for whom to use it. Now the focus will be giving more on the PEX, which I discussed earlier. This PEX tool, communication book, uh, with the name suggests Picture Exchange Communication System. Simply, it's clear, Picture Exchange Communication System. We are giving the picture, child is giving the picture, and we are giving the real thing to the child. But it has six phases, like how we can incorporate in these picture cards in the child's life, and how the child can learn about it. So six phases are this. The first one is the initiation or the swap thing. It's mainly that I give the card, say child is playing and he wants a blue car because it's kept near me. So child is just pointing it towards it. So what I'll do, I'll just take the blue car and then give it to the child, and take the child's picture card to me and give the real blue card to the child, or the toy card to the child. So it's mainly give and take of the picture. Like I give picture and I get toy. That is the concept the child needs to learn. The child will take the picture, give it to the communication partner or mother or teacher, and take the toy car. So this is it. And along with it, you can say it, oh, you want blue car. Okay. So that's the first thing. Initiation, swapping, that we are explaining the child how you need to communicate with the picture card. Second in this is the distance. Like I'm sitting somewhere and child is sitting somewhere, like in a classroom. The child is sitting behind and the teacher is standing ahead far. Or at home, your mother, as mother, you are in different room and child is playing in his room. So you need to explain child now to uh, take the card or take the your picture book to the partner, to the mother, to the teacher, and then give the picture and take the thing. So that is the distance. It's not only one on one, you need to travel, go to the other room, go far, and get your thing. So this is the second step. And third is the choice. Like I give two choices, and it can be used anywhere. Like, I'll give you the example. Like, I'm taking a blue. You are dressing your child, and you are giving two options to the child. Child, what you need, what you want to wear today. You want to wear blue socks or the orange socks. As you know, blue is his favorite color and orange is his least favorite color. The child doesn't like blue, doesn't like orange. He only like blue color. So you are giving option to the child to choose between the highest desirable, highest favorite, and the least favorable thing. So now child gets the opportunity to communicate with you better. So obviously, the child will use the blue. So he'll take the blue and give it to you. So you will just prompt it. Oh, you want the blue socks? Okay, let's wear it. So just letting him wear the blue socks. The next day, you keep both the favorite colors. Like you give the blue color also, and then you give the red color as well. This is the blue color, and then you give the red color. Now ask, because red is also his likable color and blue is also. So choice between the least and the highest favorable, and then between the both the favorable. You need, because when you are giving the communication book or picture book to the child, there are n number of pictures in it. So the child needs to learn to give, to communicate about the most desired thing what he wants right now. So that's why the third phase is that choice. Child needs to learn the choice between the things, the high desirable things and the least desirable things. That's where this step is there. And then give the options, like today what you want to wear, which color of socks, blue color of socks or the red color of socks. Child, okay, today also the child gives the blue color to you. Okay, I want blue. So you say, okay, today also blue. Okay, blue. Next day, or at that time only, you can give both the options for t-shirt or the shirt. Okay, we wore the blue socks, but not t-shirt. Which color you want to wear, red color or the blue color? So yeah, give options, give opportunities, create opportunities for the child to talk. Because as dressing, you just put on the clothes and it's okay, run by, go to school. There's no talking with the child. You're just getting him dressed and leaving for the school. So with this, you can just create opportunity. The child will communicate with you, will give the options. Okay, mama, I want to wear red color t-shirt. Okay, so today we'll wear red color t-shirt. This is a way the child can communicate better. Now, till three phases, are you there with me? It's all
Yes, we are here.
understood?
We're here with you.
Yes. Yes. Now coming to the fourth stage, like till third phase, we were only discussing about the words, like only one picture we were talking about, like giving the picture, taking the thing, giving the picture, taking the thing. This was only a word level thing. Now we want our child to communicate better, like to expand his language to word, to phrases, to sentences. So for this, now fourth stage is mainly the sentence stage. For this, I'll keep the make my child to learn the I want thing, the I need thing, I feel, these concepts. So for this, I'll keep the I want symbol ahead or priorly, because I want my child to learn the I want, I need. You can keep the I want, I need, I feel ahead of it on the communication board, or if you are using a communication book, then above that you can paste it over here. I want. And then whatever he wants, he'll just, because he knows the first three stages, so he'll just take the picture and keep it here. So now, as a partner, I'll read it. I want chocolate. So now it becomes a phrase. Instead of simply giving the chocolate, I've kept I want. So it becomes a phrase. I want chocolate. You just read it slowly to make the child understand. I want chocolate. Okay, you get a chocolate. So then you give a real chocolate to the child. So for expanding this sentence, this is a phrase. So for expanding it, you can just uh, add the things like, what color do you want? So say, I want blue shirt. So this becomes a simple sentence. I want blue shirt. So this is how the child learns the sentences, building the how to communicate better in functional life. Now, fifth stage is the answering stage. Like, you are asking questions and child is giving the answers. Like I said, like in the third choice, we were asking like what color you want to wear. So at that time, the child just only was picking the color. But this, in the fifth stage, the child can reply back to you in the full sentence. I want, keeping the I want simple symbol, and then saying I want blue shirt or blue socks. So similarly, child can communicate with you. And then sixth stage is simply the sharing, commenting, responding, and then expressing it better. Like expressing their feelings, their thoughts, what they have seen, coming to you and telling it, I saw a dog, I see, I feel hungry. So this becomes easier for the child to communicate in their daily life. And then incorporating these six stages not only while teaching or while talking, you can incorporate in daily routines. Like I gave an example of a dressing, like while dressing, you how you can incorporate it. While mealtime, like while mealtime, you just simply say, like while giving the food, you give an empty glass to the child. You just don't give a water, empty glass. So for this, after finishing the meal, the child sees the water glass, it's empty. What he will do? Create opportunity. Give an empty glass. Wait for the response. The child just picks the card and show it to you, mom, water. So you're creating, giving the chance to the child to communicate. So this way, or you give a little food to the child. And if he wants more, he is hungry, he'll just pick the more symbol and keep it over here. Pitch a card and keep it over here, more. So that's how you then give the more food to the child. So while reading, you can use it, and while playing is the best way to use it, because while playing you can have the color concepts, the size concepts, and then verbs that go, stop, run. So play uh, time is the best time to use the AAC with you, with the child. And then transitions, like while dressing, while brushing, you have to incorporate AC picture cards every time. It's not only while teaching, while school, while only just doing the work or to make the child learn. You just make the child sit and learn the picture cards. Not. You have to model it every time. You need to, while you're giving anything, just model it, speak it. The strategy we discussed, model it, point it, speak it, and give it. That's how the child will learn and then use it daily life. So this is was all about the pecs. Now, as I said, that high-tech devices are somewhat expensive softwares and everything, but with Polaris, as we are on the platform Polaris, is also a kind of or a somewhat of a high-tech tool, because there also we have the speech and generating activities. There are verbal outputs. As I'll show you, I'll just share my screen again with you.
Thank you.
See, so this is a Polaris site, and there you can use the AI option, and then we have various lesson plans. Like, see, I'll show you. See, we have tap in here, show me, find in tap, and starter words to make child learn. So on this platform, it's free to use. and it's 24/7 available. You can use with your child anytime, and make the child learn the things with pictures, with voice output. Like, I'll show you. Okay, let's go with the starter words. See, as I was discussing about the go term. See, so I'll just press it and say go. So see with this. See, again I'll show you go. So see, as you saw, this Polaris platform also has the voice input option, and then it's an AI tool, and there are n number of lesson plans where you can incorporate with the child and make him learn the concepts. Like I said, the go concept, the color concepts, the verbs, the stories, the sentences. The child will learn better with the pictures. So if you are not have the high tech device with you, you can just go on a platform and then make start using with it. Now, concluding it, conclusion, as we say, there are no prerequisites for AAC. You can use with the non-verbal child, with the autistic child, with any child with if he's not able to communicate with you better, of any age. It's not specific to till 5 years only use. Well, till 7 years we can only use. Till any age you can use it, and you need to be multimodal, like to balance the both and have low tech devices ready with you as a backup option, and model constantly. Modeling is the need thing, the point and speak, and then focus on the core. Teach the words that can be used everywhere. You need to focus on the core words and make it available all the time to the child. The child should not feel helpless, like, oh, I don't have my device with me, I can't communicate now. That should not be there. Child should always have the low tech or the high tech or both with him ready every time. So this was all about the AAC and how you can incorporate in the child's life, the references. So now, thank you so much for being with me. And then now it's open for the question and answers. You can
Thank you,
have your
Sakshi. It
queries
was very
discussed.
insightful,
Thank you.
and very interactive session. We really enjoyed it. We
Thank
have
you.
some, I see some chat and some questions from our guests, attendees.
Yes.
So let's go through that. Um,
Yes.
so Matt Strong here says, thank you, Matt, for joining us again. He says, great session, Sakshi. Thank you for presenting. My son is pre-verbal. We use an AAC device, but find it hard to try at the moment when my son wants to make a request. For example, my son points to banana he wants. By the time I get the AAC device, his interest may change. Do you have any suggestions to use AAC devices in such cases?
Yes. By the time you have a proper AEC device with you at home, if you have flashcards with you, like simple flashcards, you can start with the simple flashcards. If you can't make a communication book, you can start with the flashcards. Like if your child wants a banana, so categorize like fruits. So you show them these are the fruits: banana, apple, grapes, and then whenever he wants it, you take the flashcard first, give it to the child, and then take the child the flashcard and give the real banana. That's how it becomes easier. Like if child is not having anything with him, flashcards can also work in that case. So you can start with the flashcards, or you can take the printout from the online. You can get a picture from the online banana picture and explain the child whenever you want it. Come to me and then take it. That's the same.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That was very
Thank
helpful.
you.
And we have another question for you here, from
Yes.
Disha P. She says, "My son does not like a great session. Question I have is, my son does not like bedtime, so will visual pecs help there? If it helps, how should I introduce it to him?"
Yeah. The child, if doesn't liking the bedtime stories and all, there you can just create a 4 card story, like a simple concept. Picture cards, a big size, a 2 by 2 centimeter picture card, showing a lion roaring, and then you also roar along with it. Oh, the lion roars. And then next picture card, why he's roaring? He saw a little mouse over there, so he just wants to eat it. So you just incorporate the actions along with the only the big picture cards. Take the 4 cards only, not the whole bedtime story book with you. Only 4 cards. First card was a road thing. Second was what he saw. Third was now he is running. The concept is running. He's just jumping towards the mice to catch and eat it. So concept of jumping. So, fourth is he just ate it and he just have the meal. Now he's just justified. He's just fine. He just go to sleep. The story completes. The lion roars because he was hungry. Second, he saw, he jumped, and then second he saw the his food, and third he jumped towards it, and fourth he ate it, and now he is happy. Now he just went to sleep. So the story ends. So incorporate the actions with the pictures, the sounds, because I said verbal input, voice output, generating devices. These are AECs. So if simple bed story doesn't work, you can incorporate the picture cards if you don't have the AAC tool with you. The picture cards mainly are the pre-AAC, you can say. The flashcards or the picture cards work as the pre-AAC if you don't have your AAC tools with you.
Thank you so
This
much.
gives more interactive with the child, and then the child gets happy and then gets better.
Perfect. Thank you, Sakshi. I hope that answered your
Thank you.
question. Again, thank you everyone for joining us. I do see a Q&A. Uh, we have another question here, from
Yes.
Rabia Yasin. Great session. If the child not showing interest towards pictures, or maybe not even identifying the picture due to severe cognitive deficit, how can we help them to communicate?
Okay. If the child is not the cognitive level is not that better, the child understands the picture cards. So take the real, like 3D images or 2D images, the toy thing. Incorporate that first, because that are easy to understandable. If I take a toy banana or a toy watermelon, that is more attractive for the child who is not able to understand the picture. So start with that, and match it with the real banana or the real watermelon, and then go to the picture card. That way you can take it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sakshi. I hope that was helpful.
Thank you.
We have a Q&A here. Again, Rabia Yassin, thank you for your question. I think I can answer this one. Um, it says, is it free or do we need to buy subscription? So, Rabia, Polaris is a platform that's free to sign up. We offer free lessons, as Sakshi just demonstrated, and AI speech support is also available anytime for kids. And if families want additional help, we also have certified speech professionals, such like Sakshi, in our network. Um, and we have, but there's no requirement to subscribe to get started. So yes, it is a free platform. Thank you. I hope that answered your question. Let's see if we have any more questions here. Just making sure that we cover everyone's question. So I think we are that is it. So actually, I again would like to thank you so much for this
Thank you.
interactive session, and thank you all our guests too who were here. I hope this was helpful for you all. Thank you.